Hi, my name is Zach O'Brien, and this is my Google Cloud video project. As you can see, I chose to pick Google Docs because this is probably something I'm very familiar with, as I've heard it's basically the same thing as Microsoft Word, but um, a lot different, obviously, being Google Microsoft. Um, First, I want to point out this is my first time using it. Besides all of these documents, which is from my dad. I guess he uses it for his work, and this is his account because I don't have my own. But I, you already used my emails. It was a long process to get here, I will say. But yeah, from looking at it, it gives you a lot more opportunity than Word does, a lot more support with all these templates. Here you have the meeting notes. Um, it gives you an entire template of how to keep notes and some proposals for a project, PowerPoints, like right here. Um, this is very neat, I haven't seen, I don't know why it's in this language, but I haven't seen anything like this that just kind of gives it to you. I have, when I made my resume, I had to go through some different website and had to pay like $3 or $4 to actually use it. And as I look through here, before we have sales quotas, requests, and it kind of gives you a bunch of details on how to get started on some documents, which is a lot of help and something I could have used in the past few years. But it's the personal, get cover letter, business letter, and then resumes here, which I think this is great. Um, yeah, lists how you should list your stuff, and you can just go through here. Give you an example. Go through here, delete that, maybe not. Yeah, all you do is delete it and then go through there. Just look at Western. It's that easy. It capitalizes it for you and goes back. Um, Kind of gives you, a lot of support in getting started as um it helps you out with every single one of your documents, and then you could possibly think of like lesson plans. Like teachers can use this. I think I may have had a few teachers use something like this back in grade school, but we never wrote any papers or anything with Google Docs. It was only through a different app called Notability that we used through grade school. And when I got an iPad in sixth grade, high school, I also used an iPad, and we used that same app and a bunch of different things that are kind of out of the ordinary, I thought. But yeah, I mean, it has everything you need through here, which is my favorite part. Um, I'll go ahead and start a document and show you it's kind of the same setup as Word, not as many tabs you can open, but there are tabs here which say I want to start my own paper and say I want to list things off or number things off. Can number them and say and it just keeps going from there. And then you can go to your tab two and it's right here for you. You don't have to go back out of the app. You don't have to, go back here and then go into another document. It's just set up right here for you and easily zoom in. A bunch of different things you can use. You can print from here instead of going to file then print with Word. A bunch of different headings to use. Obviously, same amount of fonts or fewer fonts than Word, I would say, but they easily change the size of the font. Kind of all the same deal here. You can. I think this is easier than Word with indenting. You can do it with your tab and enter button, but that makes it easier. You can easily bullet point too, which with with Word, if I try to, say I wanted a bullet point or I want to number all three of these, it does all three by itself. Now with Word, if I do it here and I want to bullet point this, it would only do it to WKU, which I never understood. It kind of it really annoyed me as I was writing notes or, you know, doing a homework assignment. Easily a line and a dent. I think that's always important. Obviously, you can double space right there for you. Bunch of different things you can use. You can even tell when to double space. So, and it has everything you need, I think. I think this would be great to use in the future for me, honestly. I've only used Word because obviously, it's right down here. I mean, why wouldn't I? But Google Docs is something I can get behind and start working with. I truly think so. Um, that's it with the document. That's kind of pretty straightforward. Oh, you can do this. You can go to the editing button and easily go through the suggesting, which it gives you this, and you can add a paragraph from here and say, uh, reply to it. So this is where, if I were to have to revise someone's paper, I can easily go in here and pick out certain things I want to change and put in this little box instead of writing it on the paper itself, which makes it a lot easier for the person who wrote the paper to go through and make those changes. Also, you can do just the viewing part if you want to just revise your own paper. If you don't want to make any wrong moves or mess up anything, you can just do this, and I can't I can't change anything from here. So it has a lot of the same details as Word, but no, but it's all right in front of your face. You don't have to go to any different, like with Word, these tabs up here, the home, insert, file, all that stuff. That's all condensed and it's put right up here for you, right over here. I mean, I think, there you go. Actually, okay, it has it too. Even better. Yeah, I mean, this is something I can definitely use in the future. We'll go back here to the home. As you see, you can go through and rename them easily, open them a new tab. Um, Didn't mean to hit that, but yeah, and you can kind of keep keep view of all your work and who was owned by. Check them off. Something by me. Yeah, and you can hide the templates too. Make it easier for you. So yeah, this is Google Docs. I think something I can definitely use in the future, as I've said. Um, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.